Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to pop in really fast and say what this video is about. I went to Barnes & Noble a couple weeks ago and I haven't been in a really long time, so I thought I would vlog it. And then I came home and did a little book haul, so that's what this video is. A cute little bookshop plus book haul. Super excited. I am so excited about all of the books that I got, eating them up, love it, all the good vibes. So I hope you will enjoy this video. Grab a cup of coffee or tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, I am back from my Barnes & Noble little shopping haul. I feel like it's actually been forever since I've been to a Barnes & Noble, so definitely excited. I have a love-hate relationship with Barnes & Noble now because of them kind of, doing the new remodeled ones that they have, which is the one I went to. There's still one in the suburbs of Chicago where it is the old look and feel, like they still have a cafe in there. They still have a cafe in there, but this one's completely like the new kind of look and feel. I guess they're trying to be modern with it, but I don't know. It just kind of honestly, this is what happens when you film on the floor. Get interrupted by a dog. She looks huge in the viewfinder. And what are your thoughts on the new, oh. Okay, never mind. There we go. So there. But what was I was saying, this new look and feel of the Barnes & Nobles, it's kind of stale, it's not very inviting. Don't know. Don't really know, but the inventory is stacked, so I do love that aspect of it. So I did find a couple books. I love their fantasy section. They also have a romantasy section, which I was linked into because 2 weeks ago I was on vacation. And we were in Breckenridge, Colorado. But before going to Breckenridge, we stopped in this little town of Frisco. And I found this super, super cute, small bookshop. I think it was called The Next Page. And I found 2 YA books there. And I had already picked up 2 other books. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till I'm back home because I know I have a Barnes & Noble gift card and I'm gonna use them to buy these books. Because I am definitely in a, like, spring is a very really weird time because spring here in Chicago could mean 20 different things. It could mean we have a 65 sunny day out, it's gorgeous, and then the next day we're in the 20 degrees and it snows. So my mood as a mood reader is all over the place. So I thought that YA fantasy would be the perfect kind of mood booster around this time. So that's what I picked up, plus a beloved YA series that I love, mystery series. So you can see here the Truly Devious series by Maureen Johnson. I picked up 9 Liars. So with that, let's get into the books. So the first book that I picked up is A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Soft. I believe I saw Olivia Reed's Alante reading this book, and I was definitely intrigued by it. It's obviously a gorgeous cover. And I was like, this sounds like the perfect YA that I need. It's giving the vibes. I'm not too familiar for what this is. I believe she is the main character, can, you know, like, is magic and can weave magic into fabric. And so she jumps at the chance to be like, I believe, to design or make the royal garb for a wedding. And then obviously she goes there, she probably meets a boy, and, you know, they start to fall in love, and then things happen, and probably twists and turns, and that beautiful YA romance, fantasy romance that we want. I want to read this little blurb because I feel like it definitely sold me. It says, transporting readers to a Regency England-inspired fantasy world. A Fragile Enchantment is a sweeping romance threaded with intrigue, unforgettable characters, and a love story for the ages. It's super cute, but also, look at these end pages. Are you kidding me? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I believe, like, I love just little details. I think each chapter has this little flower. And then I took the cover off too, and I was like, gagged. But look, there's a dog. Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. That's gorgeous. Like little, it's like a bird, like little scissors. Oh my god. So definitely going to be reading it like this. But it sounds just like a perfect little time to escape in. It's not that long. It just sounds perfect. So I was like, I have to get this book. So I did. The next book is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranek? I think that's how you say your last name. I also probably butchered it. But again, gorgeous. Absolutely, just absolutely stunning cover. I was like, honestly, this was a cover grab for me when I first saw it. I was like, I have to have this book. It's just everything, honestly. And I believe this is, again, kind of like Into the Woods vibes, but probably not. But I believe the main character has magic, but she's tried to suppress it, so she's known about going into these secret and spooky woods. What is it? Demon-infested spirit wood to steal a mythical fern flower, but I think a demon warden of the wood takes her or something, and then she has to kind of unravel a bunch of mysteries about him, about everything, about her world, about magic. But it just sounds like being in a creepy forest, magic, fun times. It just sounds, again, like the perfect little escapism read. And it's just a lighter fantasy than picking up a Brandon Sanderson book right now. So that's why I was intrigued by these books. Again, gorgeous. I don't know if this one, yeah, pretty basic. Basic green, nice forest green, if you will. But excited for it. Definitely excited for these fun, lighthearted YA reads. So excited to pick these up. And then, like I mentioned, I picked up the latest book in the Truly Devious series, which is 9 Liars. This is just a fun murder mystery thriller-esque type YA series. They're so fun, they're so fast-paced to read. I have the series right here. I was waiting till 9 Liars came back in paperback so it could basically match the rest of my set. Super excited to read this book. I believe this takes place in England, in Oxford, at Cambridge University. So that's fun. Complete change up for where we've been in the series so far. Still following Stevie, the the main character. I won't say too much else because I don't want to spoil it for any of the other ones, even though I would say the first 3 books in the Truly Devious series do follow the same plot line and kind of the same storytelling. You kind of don't get answers till book 3 of like the full-blown mystery of it all. But then book 4 is this kind of mystery, still the same characters, and then I believe this is a completely different mystery as well, but same people, so you can see Winnie's legs in that. But this is just a really fun, again, I am going for escapism this this book haul, and so yeah, it's just a fun time. So those are the books. So the three books that I picked up at Barnes & Noble. I had such a fun time just book shopping. But for this to be a little bit of a more intense book haul, I also want to show and pick up the 2 books that I got from that bookstore in Frisco, Colorado. Because I was so excited. So the book that I was aiming to get in Colorado, because I had seen this book come out, and I was like, oh my god, I need this book. So whenever I go on vacation, I allow myself to buy a book at a really cute bookstore, because support your local bookstores when you go on trips. It's super fun, so I always try to find a local spot. And this happened to be the Next Page bookstore in Frisco, Colorado. And so the book that I was wanting to pick up was A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen? I think so. This book, again, I am just going with the theme of very pretty books. So look at the spine. It's this blue. Can't really see it great in this light, but it's so pretty. She's so pretty. The cover, it feels nice because it's kind of, the ridges like come up. Oh my god, I sometimes just stare at this book when I'm reading it. I'm like almost halfway through. This is a take on a Norse mythology kind of romantic-y book. It follows our main character Freya. I should probably know how to say it if I'm reading it, but she's kind of kept her hidden powers like away her whole life until this night happens. I won't try and say a lot, even though I think all of this is said in the bio, but anyway, she has to protect herself, she has to call upon the goddess's powers, and because there were many witnesses and they were like, oh my god, you've been blessed by a goddess, you are powerful, you are what we've been waiting for to win this war, so to say. So she has to go with this other guy who's like the king of some sort, and basically it follows her kind of coming into her powers, trying to understand that, but then also having a very interesting relationship with the king's son, as he has been tasked to look over her or kind of train her to actually fight to defend herself. The goddess's powers can only do her so much, so it's also a little romance between them. But honestly, I've been loving it so far. I haven't read many books that delve into Norse mythology. Definitely did Greek, done a little bit of Roman, Egyptian, but definitely loving Norse. I'm not too familiar with it. I feel like the only thing is like Thor. I feel like is the only Norse-esque type mythology I've gotten into, so I've been loving it. It's a pretty fast-paced book. Like every time I read it, I'm like flipping through the pages, so highly recommend if you're looking for a romantasy but with some Norse mythology in there to spice things up a little bit. So hopefully I'll finish this soon and can give a more in-depth thought about what it is. And then the other book that I picked up, because I saw they have the first book of this series in the edition that I absolutely love, because I want to collect these all because I think they're so pretty. But it is A Curious Beginning of Veronica Speedwell Mystery by Diana Raybourn. I'm so excited that I have been looking everywhere for the first book in this cover. My library actually has a lot of these books, so I'm excited to actually have this book and be able to read it, but I have not been able to find the first book. So when I saw this, I snatched it up because I started reading this on my Kindle and then through the library loan, and then I had to give that back, so I kind of stopped. So I'm definitely excited to read this. This is a kind of Victorian era murder mystery series following Veronica Speedwell each book, and I think just a different mystery that haunts her life. This is obviously being the first one, so a little bit more background to her and how it came to be. I also believe that there is a slow burn romance in these series, which a lot of people love. I don't know how I feel about slow burn romance, because sometimes when I want to pick up a book, I want the romance, so I want it. But people absolutely adore the romance in here and admire and just cherish that it's slow burn. So I know that going into the series, so I think that will be good for me. But I think these books are so cute. I want to collect them all. I want to read them all. So super excited that I found this first book. But yeah, that's my little book haul. I wish I had more books to haul, but I've been slowing down my book buying, so this was like my next little big book purchase. So I'm gonna hold off hopefully for a little bit. I mean, we'll see. You get me in a bookstore, and who knows what's gonna happen. But let me know down below if you read any of these books before, if any of them are your favorites. Would love to know. It was so nice getting back into a bookstore, and it was so fun hauling all these books for you. So love to keep the conversation going in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!